been here actually. It's been a while. Okay, as you all know, I am Apako Jennifer Omotola.
Jennifer Omotola. Although she has been out for a while, and I'm so glad to see her today, and I know you're so glad to see her too. You're welcome to another edition of Let's Talk. All right, if you're just joining us, this is how we do it on Let's Talk. You know, we don't just talk for talking's sake. We talk to educate, to informate, to gystimate, like Jennifer used to say, and you know, we talk to let us know some things that is not well known to us before. All right, today our topic for today is actually going to be part of what is trending, what is going on in our society, most especially in Nigeria and Africa as a whole. You know, when you talking about this topic, is not just meant for Nigerians or Africa. It's talking about what is going on around the world, and most especially amongst the youth. This is what are we talking about? Depression. I know depression has done a lot to our youth of nowadays, but because most of the youth cannot calm.
It's not like has done; it is doing.
Okay, it's still doing.
Still doing.
Well, we don't want it to affect the youth again. Even there are some old people that went through depression too, but it's not like only the youth. But then, no matter what the case may be, that is the reason why
anybody can go into depression.
Exactly. Anybody, but most of the time we see the youth feeling depressed. All right, this is the topic for today, and we don't want to do the talking alone. We want you to join in the topic too. We want you to join in the comment section by saying your own mind, your own view about depression. And one thing I see about this depression of 18 is that the society as a whole, what the society is introducing is actually adding more to the pressure of depression.
In what sense?
Thank you. You know, these days, back in the days when I was growing up, I used to know that even if you have a phone and I don't have, I'll just feel like, okay, when the time comes, I'll get my own phone. Yes. And just imagine, iPhone 15 was published, launched day before yesterday, and everybody has been talking about it. I must get this phone. Phone website never reached 3 days. You understand? They are selling this phone 1 point something million.
That is iPhone for you. Once they release iPhone, the price starts from 1 point.
So I know most guys, most girls out there that you want to do big boy or big girl, you will be opening the app.
Some people are already shaking their boyfriends. I'm telling you,
that iPhone 14, that iPhone 15, I must get it. That iPhone 15,
that's where the iPhone 14 Pro Max will start hanging. Baby, my phone is hanging. Exactly.
So that is that's not where we are going. But I'm just trying to tell you that this thing, if you cannot get the iPhone 15, you can start feeling depressed because you don't have the money or you don't have the resources to get the iPhone. And this thing has been
everybody has the resources. It is left to you to now decide if you want to use what you have to get what you want or not.
Well, some people say depression can be caused by village people, that they can actually make you feel depressed.
Ow.
That is my, as an African, our mentality is different.
People now, let village people rest.
Any small thing like this, I was telling someone yesterday, I said, why is it that any negativity that happens to us in Africa?
Always caused by village people. Why?
I don't know why.
Let these people rest.
Because there is a law of nature. Nature is not as straightforward. There is zigzag in nature's doings. For example, no matter what you're going through, just see it like the way it is. And most of the things that happen to us these days is after. We caused it by ourselves.
Is what?
After.
Say that in English.
After. You met your Waterloo you're the one that created all the fault by yourself.
But no, nobody wants to accept any blame.
The next thing is what in shaming. You don't understand.
Village people.
Any small thing like this.
You don't start dragging one old woman that's not even thinking about you.
Well, according to findings on WYTV, we get to know that depression can be said as a group of conditions associated with the elevation. Let's say, don't let us use evaluation here. Let's use elevation or lowering of a person's mood, such as depression or bipolar disorder. This is a general definition on depression. But to our normal layman understanding, depression is the mental health problem that involves having a low mood or losing interest and enjoyment in things. You know, when you feel depressed, when you that is when you will start feeling like, oh, I don't feel like going out, Shari.
Even the things that used to give you joy will no longer give you joy because you feel there's nothing in it.
I'm telling you. So depression is something that occurs times without
and you
number.
really need to understand depression cannot be caused by village people. Nobody can push you to fall into depression.
I'm telling you.
Nobody.
You see, one thing I studied about the youth of nowadays, talking about Nigeria, even Nigerian youth as a whole, is that we are not contented.
And people are now mistaking oppression for depression.
Oppression will lead to depression.
But it is a two different thing.
I know, that's where I'm going to.
You know, when you are feeling oppressed, if you ask, what's wrong with you? You are feeling oppressed. I'm feeling oppressed. No, I'm feeling depressed.
No, let me explain this. You see, guys, you need to know that feeling oppression is different from depression entirely. You cannot be depressed if you are not being oppressed, because something will oppress you that will lead to depression. For example, you met one of your schoolmates that you went to secondary school together, and he has been doing well. You know, he's working with a good company, and he has a car, he is married, and you never even have keke, not to talk of thinking of getting married, and you don't know that there's something we call how will I put it? There's something we call eagerness. You know, when you are eager to do something, it can lead to oppression. You know, when you are not waiting for your time, there's an adage in Yoruba that says, "Entoba we schedule akon, akpeluti omi and onikama wagwala go share." But then,
I know that one.
Even if you don't want to wagwala go share, there is limitation on everything. Sometimes your time may be different from your friend's time.
It's not sometimes.
No.
It differs.
You understand? So you need to understand the fact that you cannot be feeling like you're supposed to be in the same level with someone that is very close to you. No.
Everybody needs to understand this life. We have three times. Some people, we have three type of starters. We have three starters. Some people are early starters. Some people are mid starters, while some people are late starters. You can't compare the mid starters to the early starters. The early starters are those that you say they are already living a very good life at their early stage. Maybe at 20.
Exactly.
They're already living a very good life. And you as a late starter can be between around 50, 60. You cannot compare. It is a very different thing. And
I want you to know that these fingers that you are saying are not equal, because some people come from a wealthy family and it helps them to grow. Even we have a lot of people that come from a wealthy family and still poor, even till their old age.
That was today.
Yes, now, because you know there's something we call mismanaging of resources.
Sure.
When you don't know how to manage the resources you met in your family,
you feel like it is much. It is much.
So you just spend it lavishly. Before you know, everything don't went. You understand? So talking about depression is not a good thing for human being generally, because it has a lot of effect. Because it is depression that will make you to feel like you want to commit suicide. It is depression that will make you to feel like this life is not worth it. It is depression that will make you to feel like you can never. You know, there are some people that will tell themselves.
That will make you feel everybody hates me.
Yeah, you know, some people will just tell them, I can never make it. Sure. You know, I mean, I will make it. I'm not talking about myself.
But then depression will cause so many things.
And these are the symptoms of depression. Once you are seeing these symptoms, forget it. You are already feeling depressed. The first thing is.
I think before you go into the. Sorry for continuing.
Okay.
We have a lot of comments here already. Banjo Princess said, "Well done, guys. Thank you." Jennifer is here, my friend.
They play.
Sometimes I don't think depression is spiritual, because it's not easy to get out of it. It's not. Trust me. Depression and oppression are just two different things. Oppression is experienced by thieves at Adegujale because you are paid because of what you can't afford. Just why? Depression is giving up on life itself and pushing everyone away to get drowned into darkness. Yes. You can be with someone smiling and making others happy, and yet the person is depressed and going through mental breakdown. I'm not saying it's caused by village people, but I say I feel sometimes because it's just not normal. Right now, our men are the ones going through depression mainly, and may God help them. Amen.
All right, talking about depression, still on it, I feel the causes of depression starts from family. You know, when you don't have good upbringing, when you don't have the mind, and again, you know, we talked about religion sometimes ago on this show, that religion has its advantage on the society and disadvantages. But then I feel on this topic, depression, I think religion is taking a good role, a good part on depression, because if you are religious, yes, you know, there's some sermon that you listen to and it will just calm you that, okay, I believe one day I'm still going to make
religion
it.
is not doing anything to it.
Really?
I totally disagree to that.
Really? Wow.
Because
why did you say that?
I don't know if you heard of the story of a woman, I think 3 or 4 years ago, who killed herself. She worked with Glow.
Okay.
She lives a very good life.
Okay.
She was in her, I think, late 40s. She had no husband, no child, and everywhere she has ever been to was work, home, church.
Okay.
But she was depressed, and according to the notes she wrote before she died, she said she has been depressed for the past 3 years.
Now,
she later committed suicide.
Let me tell you something. One thing you don't understand is, guys, I want you guys to learn from this story, because this woman she's actually talking about, this woman is moody. You know, when you are moody, you will not be able to express what is going on with you. You know, one thing to cure depression is you talking. You talk to anybody. You can even talk to a small, the smallest in your house. You understand? Just to cure that thing that is disturbing your mind. At least once you say it out.
It's not even a must you talk to someone. You might be alone and just feel it. Let it leave your mind. You understand?
That is one of the reasons why you need to have people you are talking to. Don't just keep things to yourself, because a little thing can lead to big, depression. And the first symptoms of depression that I'm going to be talking about is persistent sadness. You know, there are some people that every day like this, they are just sad. Once they can't get something to eat, they are sad. Once they get something to eat, they can't get something to drink, sad. Once you see that, you are the only one at home, or nobody's at home, you continue to stop being sad. There are, at least this era, we have a lot of activities that is going on online. Take your phone, go online. If you don't have sub, just play. You can go on your TV. If you don't have that, listen to good music.
Even if you don't have all that, you can just take a stroll. Just
throughout. Or when you see some people that is working in your neighborhood, just go there, sit down with them, just be gisting. Before you know, everything you are thinking of that can make you feel depressed, we just go off instantly. So you need to know that. So that sadness is one of the symptoms of depression. If you're feeling too sad, please try and get away from that sadness, because if you keep being sad, it can lead to something else. Then another thing is anxiousness or empty mood. You can call it anxiousness, but you can call it empty mood, because when you are being anxious, maybe let's say you are expecting one big money, or you wrote let's say you wrote an application to a company that you need like a job, and they didn't get to you on time, they didn't get back to you on time, so you are feeling anxious that or maybe you are traveling, you're expecting your visa approval. You know, your mind will be up like, hey, Mudaron, somebody, hey, voila, day. You understand? Or maybe you want to go and propose to your wife to be, and you're already having it in mind like, what if
I meet her with another person?
You understand? So anxiousness and empty mood will actually lead to depression, because you don't know what you will meet. You should know that there is negativity and positivity in life. Once you are planning to do something and it didn't went well the way you want to do, you can try again and try again till you get it. It's not that once you see that the thing didn't work out, you just made up your mind like, I can never.
This thing is gone.
And it can lead to depression, because you'll be thinking of all this.
Maybe you're just trying to switch on this phone. For example, you're just trying to switch it on, and you tried it once. You're not able to switch it on. You'll be like, what's the budget? Why not try further? Now, you can even eat it one day.
And another thing I need you to say is, I need to talk to you guys is, you know, when you are feeling depressed and you are talking to someone, there's some people that if you talk to them, once you talk to them, they won't even give you what you need. Are you getting that?
Yes.
You can try another person. If what you want to hear from that person is not making sense, you're still feeling depressed, go to another person, talk to some other people. Maybe they can give you another instance.
And
or maybe
some people are very, 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 very bad at advising. When you tell them, babe, I'm sad though, they'll be like, yeah, sorry. What are we eating?
Voila.
Does it even correlate?
Well, another symptoms of depression is frustration. You know, some people get frustrated instantly. Like all these people that are hot-tempered. Once maybe you want to cook, and immediately you saw that your gas has finished. Some people can just break that gas, boom, and after breaking the gas, their mind will now come down. You'll be like,
why did I do it?
Why did I do? Now you start feeling depressed. Like, where will I get money to get? I'm just using it as an example. Some people will get frustrated to the extent that maybe they wanted to send something through their phone and the phone is hanging. They can just take the phone
and break it.
Boom! And after breaking it, now be like, you don't know Buruku will not be me. You understand? So you need to once you are feeling too much frustrated, please try to come back to yourself, you know, so as to cure that frustration and it will not lead to something that will make you feel depressed. Then another thing is restlessness. You know, if you are feeling restless, it can actually lead to depression. It's a symptom. You see that you cannot sleep. You are trying to sleep, but you don't feel sleep. There's so many things on your mind. You are trying to
don't feel sleep. You don't feel sit.
You are just feeling like, what is going on with me? My head is I can't sleep.
You're just hyper.
So that means something is going on with you that you need to let it out. If it is something that bothering you, talk to someone that you can trust. You understand? Or best thing, have a diary. Write it out. Once you write something that is bothering you, write it out in your diary. Keep it there.
Do you know, I met someone. The person said, how she get rid of her thinking is by just being alone, locking herself up, then screaming. He said she might just be there. She might just scream for like 5 minutes. You
know, everybody has their own way of.
And she'll be very, very, very calm.
Well, the last one about the symptoms before we go on a short commercial break is a feeling of irritability. When you are feeling irritating, you know, some people actually feel irritating. Like,
sure.
Why did I even say yes to this guy? Why am I even dating this guy?
Who pushed me to him?
You understand?
Why did I go out that day?
Stop feeling irritating. Even some people will just say, you are irritating me. You know,
yes, so
I don't know. Some people say I dislike you.
Why you are like, no, some people are just like that naturally. Someone already told me that thing.
That you are irritating him.
No, like I don't like you.
To your to your face.
I told my mom.
Oh, mom.
Like
I feel like digging the ground and entering there.
I was like I felt so bad, but people were there. You know, I just had to. I was like, I hate you more.
Well, what I would say is let's keep checking on ourselves. As someone said it in the comment section here, let's try to check on ourselves. Stop saying everyone have problem. Most times, just being a shoulder to rest on helps. Yes, to be sincere. So we are going on a short commercial break, and when we are back, we are going to talk about causes of depression and how we can cure it. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere.
MohBah for management of park.
Welcome to King Victor's Enterprise.
King Victor Nigeria Enterprises. He say make I tell una say una wey dey sell provision, noodles, groundnut oil and other food items there.
Èmi ni ìyálọ́jà Ìkẹ́nnẹ́ Mrs. Olúbùnmi Olúwọlé. King Victor is a nice son, because he's a son to me and he doesn't cheat.
King Victor Nigeria Enterprises are one of the major distributors Honeywell, Golden Penny, King's Oil, Gino àti bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ti ń bá wa dòwò pọ̀ látẹ̀yìnwá wọ́n kígbe sàdánkátà fáwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n ń jẹ lọ́dọ̀ wa.
Sunana Mrs. Kehinde Akiola Folake daga cikin Ogere Market nan ne shagon customer na Ni na zo nsia abu yana sia abu daga hannun King Victor.
Come straight to King Victor Nigeria Enterprises. Gbogbo ẹni tó ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ òwò nǹkan oúnjẹ títà àǹfààní láti ṣí sílẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ wa o. Máa gbọ́jà kó o máa sanwó ẹ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀. As you dey order for your market, piam piam piam, our motor don deliver am for your shop and we no dey put extra money. Tara ṣàṣà báyìí kò bá wa dòwò pọ̀ ní King Victor Nigeria Enterprises. A wà ní shop 2 Awolowo Market, Makunilu, Ṣàgámù. Ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wa 081-379-09381. King Victor Nigeria Enterprises, fast and trusted.
ọjà odò gbólú la wà báyìí tá à ná lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí King Victor wọ́n máa ń supply mi lọ́jà dáadáa ọjà wọn ò dẹ̀ kí n dín ọjà wọn dẹ̀ wà òkè.
Ṣàgámù iléeṣẹ́ wọn wà Sòwòdé Rẹ́mọ làwa wà anytime tá bá dẹ̀ ti pè wọ́n máa wá ta ọjà fún wa.
We do go many places to supply because at times when we need them they say they are to ṣára o they now àti pẹ́rù o.
Tẹ́ bá fẹ́ rajà lọ́wọ́ King Victor tẹ́ bá ti pè wọ́n ọwọ́ kan náà máa dá yín lóhùn wọn kì í disappoint èèyàn rárá.
You're welcome back from that short commercial break, and you know our sponsor for this program has now it's now getting more. And if you want us to start advertising what you sell to everybody, all our viewers all around the world, so you can as well call that number that you are seeing on your screen, or you send a message on WhatsApp, or you go to any of our social media platforms to let us know what you're selling. We can actually do this for you too. All right, shout out to King Victor Nigeria Enterprises that sells rice, different foodstuffs, and everything you need to get to your food store, so you can get it from King Victor Nigeria Enterprises.
The good thing about this is they even do door-to-door delivery.
I'm telling you,
so 100. You can just call any of the numbers. 100%.
All right, so we are back to depression. We are talking about depression, and depression here it has been something people cannot get out of. There are a lot of people that is feeling depressed right now, and they can't get out of it. So if you have anyone that it's been a long time you hear from them, please try to check on them, call them, message them, so that they can express what is going on with them. Don't feel everybody is fine, just like Ban just said.
Another thing about depression is someone you know very well, this person, fine, this person is jovial, this person is always cheerful, always happy, but the person is now being hyper, like over happy. Do you know depression? Even people show it through that.
And this
once you see them, you feel this person is happy, but no, they are not happy. They are just forcing things. They are forcing themselves to laugh, to smile, to relate with people, so people don't know what is going on with them.
This has been one of the reasons why Nigerians, the whole world, feel the artist that died the day before yesterday, talking about MohBah, that you actually feel depressed till his death. And at least he's only one artist that stood by him, according to the source, that it's only Belashmoda that stood by him. And even as we speak now, the family of Belashmoda are now shouting online too that Belashmoda has been drinking since the announcement of the death of his friend MohBah. Belashmoda has not been himself.
They've always been together.
They said they don't know what to do to stop him from feeling depressed and feeling sad. That the whole Nigerians should come to their aid. That Belashmoda, as we speak, is not feeling too well, and they are scared of losing Bella too. Well, still talking about depression, and I said I'm going to be giving you guys causes of depression and how we can cure this. Now, the first one is childhood experience. I've made mention of that when we started the show, that sometimes when you meet someone that you started together from the street, from the same hood, and you get to see that I no be Shalewa, we say that they can't collect garden for our house that time. No be Shalewa when they drive big car now. You understand? That childhood experience, it will be giving you more.
And to now even spoil the whole story. Maybe Shalewa do come to your house to collect garden. You now meet Shalewa at the long run. Shalewa is now driving a big car, let's say Benz. Shalewa should now splash water on you.
Voila. When we have a caller. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon. What am I on with? What's up? How you doing? How is work? You no go work. You dey depressed. Are you depressed? I hope you are not depressed. Thank God. Thank God. Though. Because Even if you are depressed, if you watch Wisdom Yard television, I know say your ginger will come up.
What's she saying?
She's greeting you. She said,
oh my love, how are you? I miss you too.
I mean, I'll leave that one. Alpha, what are you saying on this depression of a thing? I'm with you. I'm with you. Yes. Okay, you do feel irritated, or people feel irritated to you? Ah, like you don't like yourself.
Olofa.
Okay. No, see, Banjo, are you with me? See, let me tell you something. Even if you had an accident that gave you a lot of wound and all, see, no matter how you look like, you should be the first person to love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you can't imagine people loving you. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't be feeling irritated, just like, so you should get out of it. Okay. Wow. Wow. So wait, are you still in that mood till now? Oh, thank God you're out of it already.
Welcome to King Victor's Enterprise.
King Victor Nigeria Enterprises. He say make I tell una say una wey dey sell provision, noodles, groundnut oil and other food items there.
Èmi ni ìyálọ́jà ìkẹ́nẹ́ Mrs. Olúbùnmi Olúwọlé. King Victor is a nice son, because he's a son to me and he doesn't cheat.
King Victor Nigeria Enterprises are one of the major distributors Honeywell, Golden Penny, King's Oil, Gino àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ti ń bá wa dòwò pọ̀ látẹ̀yìnwá wọ́n kígbe sàdánkátà fáwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n ń jẹ lọ́dọ̀ wa.
Sunana Mrs. Kehinde Akiola Folake daga cikin Ogere Market. Nan ne shagon customer na. Ni ina zo in siya abu, yana siya abu daga hannun King Victor.
Come straight to King Victor Nigeria Enterprises. Gbogbo ẹni tó ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ owó nǹkan jẹ títà àǹfààní láti ṣí sílẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ wa o. Máa gbọ́jà kó o máa sanwó ẹ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀. As you dey order for your market, piam, our motor don deliver am for your shop and we no dey put extra money. Tara ṣàṣà báyìí kò bá wa dòwò pọ̀. Ní King Victor Nigeria Enterprises, a wà ní shop 2, Awolowo Market, Makunilu, Ṣàgámù. Ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wa 081-379-09381. King Victor Nigeria Enterprises, fast and trusted.
Ọjà Odò Ògbólú la wà báyìí, tá à ná lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. King Victor, wọ́n máa ń supply mi lọ́jà dáadáa, ọjà wọn ò dẹ̀ kí n dín, ọjà wọn dẹ̀ wà òkè.
Ṣàgámù ilé iṣẹ́ wọn wà, Sòwòdé Rẹ́mọ làwa wà, anytime tá a bá dẹ̀ ti pè wọ́n máa wá ta ọjà fún wa.
They do go many places to supply. Because at times when we need them, they say they are to Sharao, they now are to Peru.
Tẹ́ bá fẹ́ rajà lọ́wọ́ King Victor, tẹ́ bá ti pè wọ́n, ọwọ́ kan náà máa dá yín lóhùn. Wọn kì í disappoint yín rárá.
All right, you welcome back from that short commercial break, and you know we are just trying to let you guys know that we have a new sponsor for this show, which is King Victor Nigeria Enterprises. All right, we are still talking about the causes of depression, and thank you so much, Banjo, for the call. And another thing is life events. You know, things that is going on around us. Yeah. Now, look at MohBah, for example. MohBah is an artist that started just like an hustler. You know, he even said it in one of his story that he was a carpenter, that he used carpentry work to, you know, survive, and any money he made from the carpentry work, he used it to go for his studio session before he could record his songs, before he is well known to the whole world. Now, looking at that, if MohBah had been doing that and he doesn't blow, what do you think will happen to him?
They are falling into depression. And
even with that he now came to the lamp, he became a well-known artist that he still feel depressed. Now, do you actually know that most of the things that made MohBah to feel depressed till the death is because, you know, number one, he joined the wrong record label. Number two, he doesn't have friends, you know, that can ginger him, you know, that can sometimes when he's feeling
just say back up.
Yes. No friends to back him up. The only friend he has, even it was late before MohBah became his friend. Bella Shmurda became his friend. Then another thing is, MohBah was actually facing challenges with his wife, which has been you know, introduced to us through the voice note that was dropped after the death of MohBah, and made us to know that there is something you know, going on between MohBah and his wife. Then another thing is, MohBah is actually feeling depressed based on what is going on between him and his family. Although there is a good rapport between him and his father, but it seems that MohBah has a stepmother, which MohBah and the stepmother, maybe they are not that.
He said it's in one of his songs that he hasn't seen his mother for 10 years.
Yes, and the stepmother, he even mentioned, there was a song MohBah sang that he had to mention the stepmother inside the song, in the lyrics of the song. So, which means there is something going on between the family and MohBah. So, MohBah had a lot of things to make him feel depressed. And you know, sometimes like last year, when he was saying if he dies, they should hold money responsible. You understand that even those times he do say it in his post that something is going on with him, and what people term it as he's going through maybe psychological something, or maybe he's facing.
It's still even being falling into depression is still psychological.
You understand? So I feel the only way you can get out of this, when you are feeling like
assuming he had spilled it.
Talk to someone.
Talk to people.
Express yourself to anybody.
Let people. Even Bella said it during an interview. The footage was released yesterday. Okay. Bella said he has been keeping a lot to himself. Assuming he has been spilling it out, he has been talking to people. All this wouldn't have happened.
Just imagine. See, this serves as warning, or let me say a lesson to every other artist or upcoming artist that is there trying to you know, keep your lifestyle from your fans or family. Look at it now. If MohBah didn't die, nobody knows he has a son. Nobody knows MohBah is married.
I never knew he was married. I never knew.
You understand? And that marriage is causing him a lot of problem. Because he was not happy with the marriage. It is clear because of the voice note that was being released. The footage showed that MohBah is not happy with his wife.
I saw a video too where he was telling his wife, okay, what happened to my phone? We are sharing the same iCloud, right? What happened to my phone? How did everything get wiped? Okay, you want to release everything when I die. He was telling his wife that. So even with all this, we should know he was not happy with his family.
MohBah is sleeping inside depression, eating inside depression,
living with depression.
So
there was a time he wanted to commit suicide.
Yes, he said it.
This is his girlfriend. Okay, his wife.
Is his wife? Okay, it's the wife. Well, still on depression, you know, another thing is that cause depression is your style of thinking. Change it. You know, don't be thinking that everything that you see online or anything that you see everywhere is gold.
Must be yours.
All that glitters are not gold.
It's not even must be gold. Must be yours.
You know, some people, once they see a car, maybe the video bought a new car and was published all around them. God, no
be same God, they create the video.
God when. Now, so you get it up. Please, stop, change your way of thinking. Just see it like, okay, it's not yet your time. Your time is coming. So don't feel like, the more you feel like that, the more you feel depressed. So you should change your style of thinking. Then another thing is the mental health problem. Yes, mental health problem causes depression. You know, when you feel like you don't know how it's going with you again, maybe the way you
don't think positive again.
You understand? Like
everything is just negative. You know, some people just sit like this, just like we are talking. You know, I'm smiling. To you, I am happy, but deep inside me, I just feel
something
like,
why
can't I just die? Why can't I just do this? You need to change that perspective. You need to change that way of thinking.
That, why did you even come to Nigeria? Why is it that it's only you sacrifice?
Some people look at their parents like this. Why did you
even give birth to me? So please change the way you think, and your mental health problems can actually lead to depression. So once you feel you are not feeling too good with the way you think, you can see a counselor, you can talk to a friend, you can talk to a doctor, you know, anybody that you feel, you can talk to any elderly people.
Sometimes talking to a friend doesn't solve the solution, because when you talk to one, that your friend will always have another friend. So with that, your problem is now, it is no longer half solved.
Yeah, that's true.
It is now a problem shared, is a problem broadcasted. You can just see a therapist.
Well, in the comment section, Banjo Princess says, I bet make people check on Dotman too. Like say Dotman said they go through depression right now, because the first artist that was being published was this guy, Solid Star. Now, you know, Dotman uploaded a video, a picture of him. If you see the way Dotman take be down. Dotman. Broom. Fat past Dotman. The normal Dotman that you know, Dotman, Kuraja, Akuna Matata. I've forgotten the song that he sang that you know, blow that yes, Melo, so but Dotman that you know, that I know, is actually going through something to now, maybe depression, or maybe he is having a problem with his wife, because you know he got married to,
and you know, even not until MohBah died, nobody talked about him changing.
Yes.
He has really changed.
Yes,
MohBah has really changed, and even not until he died 2 days ago, nobody talked about it.
Well, they can't talk about it because he's doing well. So when you are doing well, you are just keep doing well.
People feel he's doing well,
but he doesn't speak out what is actually going on with him. That's the problem, and so, that's why we are telling you,
Dotman, please
let us know what your problem is, I beg. Well, the next problem I'm going to talk about is family history. Now, this family history can actually cause depression, because they will now be telling you, share your forefathers, your father that's born your father, did they have money? Why do you want to make it? How can you make it? You don't have a logo in your family. Don't
see that thing. Some families are like that. Some cursed families like that. They'll tell you your and it's not even about money alone. They'll tell you, your great grandfather died at 40.
Yes.
Your grandfather died at 40. So your father died at 40.
So you think say you want to enter 80? You said go so die now.
Go die.
Please stop thinking like that. Nobody can tell you. Nobody knows.
Once the person clocks 39, problem don't start.
You go come start to the do ritual. Well, another thing is recreational drug and alcohol, and that is where I'm going to be stopping, because this has actually been one of the things that is making guys to feel more depressed. Now, let me say this. Once all these young girls and boys, when they feel like, I don't have money, the next thing they will start doing is on colos or buying alcohol, so that they'll not be feeling like, if I take this, I'll feel better, I will not be able to reason. And not knowing that thing is killing them, killing their health, and it will be affecting your mental health, because the way you are going to be reasoning will be too much. Even that can actually make you feel more depressed.
That is when you not start seeing your great grandfather that died.
I'm telling you, that is where you will know that I need to hustle. Me say I never get money at this age. Because your reasoning will change. It will not help you. So please stop taking it. Stop taking drugs and stop alcohol. When you feel like this thing is not doing well on me, stop it. Don't copy because say your friend they smoke. You say when they smoke. Stop it. You can actually be a change to your friend. Once your friend sees that, this guy is not smoking, make me say,
I can always be like him.
To be sincere, that is the way you can actually run away from depression. don't take things when you feel like I'm thinking too much.
But you know those things, drugs and alcohol are now a motivation to youth nowadays. Because they feel you have to be high to reason high.
They play, my fans.
If they play, well, they play.
In the comment section, someone said containment helps keep depression away. Another person said it's only God, Shedrack Arunizi. He said it's only God that knows what happened to MohBah. Yes,
it's only God, though.
It's only God, but the ones we see is the one we are talking about.
Yes.
Like what he posted, even in his lyrics or in his song lyrics,
even the footage that was
released. You understand? So different things can actually lead to his death. But what I actually know is that you are feeling depressed, stop feeling depressed. It is not the
talk to people.
You understand?
Speak up.
Express yourself. Be happy. Be good. And if you feel like there's nothing you want to do, come online, watch Wisdom Yard television. Once you are seeing Sidon J, you go smile now. Abisha not fine rich, make you they smile every time. Please let us stay happy.
Just subscribe. Sit down. Just get your phone. Let your phone be standby. Wisdom Yard online television. You see everything. You will smile.
From one interesting program to another, you will learn. You will know what is going on in Nigeria. You will be entertained. You will be educated. You know, different kind of thing. Or will come up on the shows that we are doing here that will make you feel like, instead of me feeling depressed or going to smoke or drinking. Let me just waste my time with this one. I'm telling you. Alright, this is where we are going to be saying bye-bye on this show today. Don't forget that our sponsor for the show is MohBah Abbas and King Victor Nigeria Enterprises. Join us again. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for joining me today. I'm really happy to have the show with you. Alright, join us again on another edition of Let's Talk on Saturday as we say bye. Super Falcon star Oparanozie announced her retirement from football on Wednesday. The 29-year-old made the announcement on her X account. To my fans, family and friends, thank you for the support over the years. It's time to take a bow, as I believe there is no better time than now. I'm officially announcing my retirement from professional football for both country and club. This is Ahmed Abbas reporting for Wisdom Yard Television.
Well, so viewers all over the world, now in the break with the matter with the yarn now, and Wisdom Yard Nigeria Limited from North, East, West, and South, with me, your brother, Ambassador Rotimi Orilua, son of the prophetess, the man who resemble Wike. You know, say this program, now one of Bonga company, now in they sponsor this program, Wisdom Yard Nigeria Limited, where be say, now then they produce MohBah Abba Mixture, MohBah Abba Bitter, MohBah Abba Tonic. You see, that MohBah Tonic go, they make your body the jolly. I beg, no be only me waga come oh.
My country people, how on a day you already know now. Sidon J be this, the only idon we dey for Wisdom Yard Television. Now see the break be this, as the break now here with the slice, the pieces Sam they tell you now how you dey be for the old newspaper we come up for Nigeria today. And don't forget say as MohBah they sponsor the program. Now so King Victor Nigeria Enterprise itself, they don't they sponsor this program too. And if you know say you want sell your market too, you want make we show the whole world wait till you they sell, make you call that number where they receive for your screen and make we share, make we tell people as they share for here.
Now Sidon J don't talk or you don't hear from Sidon J Omo Yagba. Into say this station, we go slide am, we go pieces am, we go rearrange am. We go come bring and come to now because now the team big on now we the top for this station. Wetin be our rider today? Employee don't just say they no go join NSC go this strike but I believe say the fight wey NSC dey fight na for everybody. Why employee go talk say they no go follow them join this strike?
Thank you for that question wey you ask me because I be the fine way I go this boil wey I dey boil. I be the fine way I go throw away am. Thank God say this show come up say make I talk wetin dey my mind. Make I tell you, you know say if employee wan follow enter strike, e get some measures wey be say they suppose take. You know say TUC don follow NLC do the warning strike wey dem do before. Now NLC now they no dey serious, they no know wetin they wan do. Now if they say they wan strike, wetin come be the wetin be the
matter, wetin be the palaba.
You understand wetin employees go chop for the thing wey be say they wan do because they no understand themselves. If they say they wan go indefinite strike, e go dey affect business of employees.
But the indefinite strike wey be say NSC wan go no be to for the whole masses. Why senator go dey enjoy money wey be say dem dey add dey increase senator salary.
Thank you.
The employee salary dem no increase am.
Thank you. The time wey be say NLC suppose go strike, dem no go.
Dem no go.
Dem dey do money.
Na be say dem dey do money.
Dem dey collect riba.
Dem dey do money.
Now when be say people no even get time to dey lis ten to anybody. Make dem just dey hustle dey go. Na him you wan come start another
strike. The thing wey we dey tell the whole world because dem dey watch us for the whole world say we say make we just dey waka like the president. They do the this thing
make we leave baba come make you do wetin you wan do, make you forget NSC for one side because even NSC and minister for labour dem no dey in good time. Landlord and this man and dem no even dey the same page at all.
Na be say upon the action wey dey this company make we no talk anything, make we just dey move. Na your own be that.
Make we just dey go like that.
Abeg fellow viewers make una chook mouth o na sidon dey omo yagba because as for me for this one wey dem dey talk so I believe say NSC they work in hand with everybody wey be say make dem increase the salary of the workers. Why employee go talk say dem no go follow NSC go the strike? Even sef NSC the way wey I dey see dem e be like say dem no dey serious.
My brother, you see say as e be like this now, you say you wan go indefinite strike wey be say dem no know the time wey be say dem go finish the strike. E get some people wey be say their work na daily work dem take dey chop. But get some people wey dey collect installment.
Wetin you wan talk to federal government wey be say dem just dey talk say make dem give dem 1 week. All this house say the first day warning strike wey dem go, you remember say all these senators as dem break the gate of that National Assembly, dem go meet dem. Na only 1 week dem talk say make dem give dem say dem go resolve the matter and dem never resolve the matter till now.
Wetin come be the this thing wey be say if dem go on this indefinite strike, wetin come be the assurance say federal government go still listen? You know say Asuu dem go strike for like 8 months before dem come say make dem come back to school, say make dem dey go school. Come imagine say this strike sef no end for like 8 months. Wetin wan make people dey chop?
But how federal government sef go dey make fake promises? Fake promises to people say this thing no we go sit to am and dem sef dem dey gbaladu no be small. You remember say the time wey these senators wey dem wan go resection dem say for you to enable to enable you to enjoy your holiday. I don forget as the man put the English say dem don give dem token inside their account.
My brother, may I talk this one? You see federal government e be like say we never understand this thing wey dey happen. Federal government don disburse palliative to states. Me since when I don dey hear about palliative, I never see where dem dey share am for Ogun State.
No be the thing wey we dey talk be that sidon dey.
This mean say federal government don work. Na the grassroots government na be the problem of Nigeria. See wetin happen for Nasarawa, see wetin happen for Asuu State wey dem dey sell palliative.
Wey be say dem carry palliative go market dey go sell. Even sef if federal government disburse, federal government suppose to elect a representative wey be say dem go monitor the palliative because dem know say some state governors dem be thief.
Thank you. You say make federal how many things federal government wan do? See am now, light don collapse now. Wey be say dem dey how many things dem wan do? Dem don see the work wetin come be the work of the state government. Make we no dey shout on top federal government alone. All these our governors wetin dem dey do sef pass wetin federal government.
Sidon J, wetin I wan talk be say why you go employ somebody wey dey under you wey be say dey work under you no go dey checkmate am. If na state government wan scatter the work wey federal government dey do, make federal government checkmate dem. Shey dem no dey hear? Shebi federal government dey hear say the palliative wey dem give and 1 billion wey dem give to the state dem no see am for state.
My brother, na why I like make your brother Wike make be everything. If Wike go fit do our president, do our vice, come still do minister for everything, I go like am o because that man you no get time at all. Of that governor wey be say he go dey sell palliative for Nasarawa state now, if you say na Wike for don sack am.
If for don sack am, na the thing wey I dey tell you be that shey federal government no hear? Tinubu no hear? A representative no hear say for one state dem dey sell palliative. Wetin dem do for that governor? Wetin dem do for that state wey dey sell palliative?
You know say our president be not stay one place since all these days. He just dey travel go dey do some other things. And I even hear say even the band wey dem leave dem say na lie. Say dem never still get evidence say we don dey travel with
you see the thing wey we dey talk be that. You see if you talk say federal government get too much of work, so na be say if federal government my people fellow country people as una una dey watch us for this program as they break from northeast west and stuff. I beg make una send a comment, make una chook mouth, and if you call in to participate in this program. If federal government say make them go do so road, wey be say na state dey use am, say federal government no fit send delegate, make them go inspect that road. As dem give the state money, make them do this road. Either the state do am or e no do am.
That one dey. Make we talk about that one because federal government today they dey negligent sometimes. They no dey check wetin they don do. Once they don disburse money to all these governors, they believe say they go do am the way they want. But make I come talk. If agbalagba no do like agbalagba, wetin come be omode we say him wise, he just dey use am dey do ika for us.
Osedoje, make I remind you of one thing. The time wey Obasanjo dey as a president, wey Olusegun Osoba wey dey as governor of Ogun State, Obasanjo come Shagamu. Inside that Akaribo Palace, the former Akaribo. Now Obasanjo dey ask this man sit down with the former governor of Ogun State, Olusegun Osoba, sit down close to Obasanjo. Now the man dey ask say the road wey him give them money make dem do so place dem do am. Now people talk say dem no do am o. Now the president dey talk say your governor dey here o. He come still ask again say he give them your governor money make dem do so place. They say he no do am o.
Imagine.
He say dem do am, they say no do am.
Na wetin I dey talk.
If Obasanjo no get continuity for wetin him dey do, him no go dey ask that kind of question.
Na wetin I dey talk say even if our president, our federal this thing, if they no do well, if they talk say they no do well, why our state government too dey do like this? All of them, they no even know wetin dem dey do.
Now be say they need to be checkmate by the federal government because if Tinubu dey do well, state government no dey do well. Now be say Tinubu work no go clear for people. Dem go think say na Tinubu dey dabaru everything.
Tell you, any small thing like this na president. Any small thing like na Tinubu na.
Because na dem dey top. You know, don't forget we say dem dey talk say the anointing dey run, the water dey run from head to the toe now.
My brother, make we start wetin
we dey the nation. Wetin the nation dey talk na be warada. He say employee reject NLC plan to shut down economy. Say why it is avoidable by Isa Aremu. Na him talk that one o. TUC await governors action on proposal. You see TUC, they still dey await governors on proposal. The proposal wey dem give all the governments, all the governors of the state say na so they still dey wait for how many weeks, for how many days, for how many months.
Say this country na another version for Netflix. Every day like this you go dey see new thing wey be say e go dey make you dey reason say wetin dey do all these people. They just dey tambaru everything, dey carry us go here, dey carry us go there. My brother for here wey me I dey see, they talk say NEMA's alert flood to pound 50 communities in 13 states.
I be say make those community wey the thing go affect, make them just dey prepare themselves because they don't want to now. Wetin dey here? Tinubu, Abiodun, others. Felicitate Alake Ateti, that's Alake of Egbaland. The man don turn 80. Congratulations, Baba, happy birthday. Because we never still see the thing for birthday. You say no, say we don't do
send us our cake.
Make you send us our cake. Wetin still dey?
For here they say US, China over half of world's $235 trillion debt. Hey, be like say no be only Nigeria dey check gbese o. US, China, other people say the old war.
The old war no be say only Nigeria. See the picture wey there. Na the commissioners wey dem dey swear in for Lagos too. He say cooperate with lawmakers. Sanwo-Olu test 37 commissioners and in advise them say make dem cooperate with lawmakers. No be say na me give una to the lawmaker. Make una come dey talk say una dey work with me direct o. Make una still dey hear word from their mouth.
Yeah, they say food, energy prices don push inflation go highest level in 18 years.
You see that one so as the thing dey so. You see Katakata don dey join commotion. Now I dey tell since e don dey. E go get one time wey be say the thing go burst. So you remember the thing wey our former president Olusegun Obasanjo talk say Nigeria dey sit on top of bomb wey be say e carry gunpowder for yansh. If the thing go burst, abeg make we waka go Daily Independent. Wetin Daily Independent dey talk be say federal government ask CBN to meet airlines quarterly to resolve forest crisis. He say whose investment into aviation sector with tax holiday. Latin laments Lagos Abuja airport most expensive in Africa. Make I put mouth for this one. Sidonje.